What's up, YouTube? Today I went to a cryptocurrency conference and I wanted to share some thoughts because I thought about what's going on in the YouTube world compared to what's actually going on in the crypto world, and they're actually very different. Following this video, I'm going to upload a series of different panels from the legal aspect, from laws and regulations, from the investor point of view, from different VCs and seed stage investors, including the founders and CTOs of different blockchain companies or cryptocurrencies that you've been seeing on and investing in. The reality is cryptocurrency is actually quite boring for most people. Most people won't understand it, and a lot of the YouTube community who are promoting cryptocurrencies are doing just that, promoting. There are definitely channels that are educating, but most of them are really trying to sell you something. I think that stackers that are kind of hesitant because of the hard push or the hard sell do have a point, and it's something to be aware of. It's not because they're jealous or they missed the boat or anything like that. It's just they're trying to be careful because all of a sudden in the last 3-4 months you have this huge push for something that's making a lot of money, and stackers are generally pretty conservative by nature. So something like this with cryptocurrencies and the explosion in the prices is a little concerning because we've seen it a few times before. So I wanted to put out a warning to the younger viewers who watch this channel because I think you guys are the most susceptible to these kinds of schemes because you haven't seen it before, where a lot of some of the older folks kind of been around the bush, and it is a repeating cycle. So please be careful with who you trust with your money and when you make decisions to get into long-term contracts, because there's a lot of misinformation going around, and usually it's to the benefit of the person providing it. So you don't really have to trust me either, which is fine. You should be skeptical. In this world where greed is good, you have to be careful with who wants your money and who wants to take your money, especially during these times when there's a big boom period and it just seems like there's money everywhere to be made. That's when people tend to fall into these little traps. So that's my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. Take it with a grain of salt. And moving on to some of the first of the misinformation being spread is that Bitcoin will not fork. Some people are saying that because BIP91 was activated that the fork isn't going to happen. But in reality, that was part of the plan that's called the New York Agreement, where it's called SegWit 2X. And you can look it up. The first part of it is to change the consensus rules to drop it from 95% to 80%, which is BIP 91 or Bitcoin Improvement Protocol. The second part is the actual hard fork. In between then, you have what will be automatically activated after BIP 91 goes into effect, which puts in BIP 141. What that does is actually activate SegWit, the second layer protocol. What some people don't know or don't realize is that on August 1st, there's going to be a minority coin called Bitcoin Cash that avoids SegWit altogether. It's one of the reasons that exchanges like Coinbase and Bitrex are taking down their wallets during that time and freezing deposits and withdrawals, because there's going to be 2 coins. And if you don't manage your private keys, then you're not going to get it. So if you have some Bitcoin, move it to a wallet that you control, and you'll get the extra one. Right now it's going for upwards of $900 on via BTC, so it's going to have some value. I don't think it's going to be that high, but it will have some. So just to prove it, because I don't want to just blatantly say it because I'm reading an article, let's actually look at BIP 91 and see what it says. I'll include a link below to the GitHub repository where the improvement protocol is, so that you can do your own due diligence. And this is what you should do when you see these articles, and just not trust articles blindly. And specifically when they point to reference material like BIP 91. It's actually faster to read the protocol, the improvement protocol, than an article about it. If you look a little bit below that, you'll see the reference to the expiration, and that's when the actual hard fork or the SegWit 2X would activate. So don't expect the drama to end just yet. It's going to come back roughly around November 15 or just before that, a week or two most likely, and the drama's going to get going again. Are they going to do it? Are they going to increase the block to 2 megabytes? And if they don't, what do you think might happen? So really, there's going to be another fight in November once this thing goes through. So there's the potential for 3 Bitcoins. one with the block size increase without SegWit, one with SegWit only, and then one with SegWit plus the 2 megabyte block increase. So there's going to be a lot of volatility, but if you hold on from now through November, then there's a possibility that your one coin can turn into 3. So aside from that, I'll get back to the conference because I did want to talk more about the conference than that, but I just wanted to correct that because some other channels are saying that, there's no more fork when really there is. And I'll reiterate that if you don't control the private key to your wallet with your Bitcoin, then you're not going to get that extra Bitcoin. The exchange will, and most likely why the marketing is that way. So if you're interested in what VCs have to say, I would recommend to watch the video that I titled with Venture Capital, because really you can learn a lot from the way venture capital invests and try to mimic them rather than some of the YouTubers that do technical analysis. It's not that technical analysis doesn't work, it's just that TA is more short term, and if you want to actually invest, then you want to invest more like a VC than you do a day trader. At least in my opinion, especially for those who say they don't like Wall Street and they don't like traders and manipulation. But the truth is you can make money either way. One I tend to think is more stressful than the other, but I do have to say I really don't like the MLMs, the multi-level marketing, where you're using affiliate programs and making money 5 or 7 tiers down the line. All that does is reduce the principal deposit by whatever amount and make it that much harder for you to earn back your money. So if you want to learn more about cryptos, then check out the videos posted after this. It's going to be interesting to see if you can actually bear with it or if it's boring as hell, because it actually is pretty dry at times. But this is from the people who are actually making the products that you're all investing in. So please do your own due diligence. Spend the time to really research what you're investing in and never put in any more than you're willing to lose. Just to give you an example of what a YouTube run-up can look like, a pump and dump, so to speak, check out Chaincoin. So be careful in the wild, wild west. Not everyone out there is there to help you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.